Ranked play is finally here for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and many people are going to be jumping in for the very first time. It can be daunting for new players, but please don't worry. I'm here to explain everything and give you some tips for your first few matches. What's up Sneaky Beavers, it's Assassin, and today's video is a beginner guide to Black Ops 7 Ranked play. We'll be going over all the basics, including how to rank up, which game mode you'll be playing, the loadouts you should be using, and how to get some wins under your belt. So first things first, what is Ranked? Ranked play is a separate multiplayer mode where you play other people around your skill level, using the same rules as the Call of Duty League. That's the professional league where players like Scrap, Shotzi and Dashi earn hundreds of thousands of dollars winning tournaments every year. This means you will be playing the same maps, modes and rules as the CDL. So no Maddox, no LMGs and no shotguns. You won't be playing team deathmatch or free-for-all here either. Here are some of the game types you'll be loading into instead. Hardpoint. Score points by sitting in an objective that moves around the map in a sequential order every 60 seconds. Search and Destroy. A one-life mode where you take turns attacking or defending two bomb sites. And Overload. Fight for control of an EMP device that you must pick up and run into two of scoring zones in the enemy base. When you start Ranked, the first thing you'll need to do is create some loadouts. Trust me when I say follow the pros on this. Use the M15 if you're an AR player, or the Dravec if you prefer SMGs. I've done a video on which perks and attachments the CDL guys are rocking on this channel already, but just follow these loadouts that are on your screen now, and I promise you, you will be fine. Now back in the day, everyone would start on Bronze, on 0 SR, working up through Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond and Crimson, en route to the coveted Iridescent rank. In Black Ops 7, you'll instead have placement matches that will determine which rank you start in. You'll play these placement games until you win 3 in total. You could go 3-0 and be done with your placement game straight away, or lose 27 games on the way to winning those 3. Here's a couple of tips on how to maximise your SR in these opening games. Firstly, win the map, and quickly. 100-point clubbing the enemy in Hardpoint, 6-0ing a team in Search and Destroy, or getting an 8-0 win in Overload shows the game that you're here to win, and proves to the matchmaking algorithm that you are better than your opponents. So if you're winning a game by a big margin, do not take your foot off the gas. Don't start randomly sniping in S&D or stop rotating in Hardpoint, just get on with the job in hand and win the damn game. Secondly, you want to be either top or second on the leaderboard for your team. This again proves to the matchmaking algorithm that you are more capable than not only your opponents, but your teammates too. A high score comes from playing the objective and getting a high amount of kills. Your KD ratio does somewhat factor into this, so if your team is losing by a huge margin, then iron up, play for kills and try not to throw your life away. Take on advantageous gunfights, break the hardpoint if your opponent is sat in it, and rack up as high a score per minute as you possibly can to maximise your SR gains. Once you finish your placement matches and get given your starting rank, then the grind can truly begin. Before you crack on, I want to give you a few extra tips and tricks to get you started on your rank play journey. Firstly, work on improving your aim. Again, there's a video on this channel where I go over how to do this in detail, but the TLDR is as follows. Load up a private match, go into a free-for-all with recruit bots and radar always on, and focus on your centering. That's keeping your crosshairs at chest level and on the enemies before you shoot, as well as working on your recoil control. Do this for 10 to 15 minutes every time you log in, and you'll start seeing noticeable improvements. Secondly, play the objective. I kind of alluded to this when talking about winning games quickly in your placement matches, but don't be the guy who blames your team for losses when you avoided the objective like the plague. That loss is on you. Sit behind cover in the hardpoint. Rotate to the next one with 15 to 20 seconds left on the current hill. Defend the bomb sites in S&D instead of just running to the enemy spawn. Or if you're on attack, get the bomb planted as soon as you've cleared a bomb site. In Overload, be the one who grabs the EMP and runs for goal, or at the very least go with your teammate when he's carrying it. Number 3. Following on from this, play with your teammates. Even if you're solo queuing, work alongside them. When they're attacking an objective, push it with them to trade the kills. When defending an area, watch their back so that you don't get flanked. Simply calling out where the enemies are, even if your teammates aren't talking, they can still hear you. Another thing to add here, if your teammates are committing to something, like wrapping to the other bomb site in S&D, even if you don't agree with it, just go with them. It is better to make the wrong play together than to make the right play on your own. One thing that will make this easier is by passing up with friends. If you are ranked Diamond or below, you can form a 4-man party with your friends and jump into rank play together. If you're in Crimson or higher, it's a little bit different this year. You can only queue as a 2-man. You will work better with your teammates if you know who they are, and communicate better to set up hardpoint holds, which bomb site you're going to in S&D, and even figure out where the enemies are on the map by which lanes and spots aren't being covered. Communication is key, and you may as well bring your boys along for the ride. Number 5, stay cool, calm and collected. If you lose full, as the pros say, and lose your temper or composure, you will start making bad plays and things will quickly spiral out of control. You play your best COD when you have a clear head, so don't rage just because you've lost a gunfight or you think someone is hacking, etc. It might be ranked, but it's still a video game, and ultimately you are playing to have fun. That's everything for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please leave a like, and if you're new around here, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Search and destroy. Defend the objective. The enemy's planting the bomb. We're deactivating the bomb. Charges defused. Clean work. Reset, reload, do it again. Search and destroy. Destroy the objective. We got the bomb. We took the last 3 rounds. Search and destroy. The guild is hiding something. Let's dig that shit up. Log everything. The guild's gonna pay for their fuck up.
Never give up, and it's never...